So it can be really scary to post an ad on Facebook or Instagram using Ads Manager in the Meta Business Suite on your social media, but as an online business owner, it's super important. So I'm gonna let you walk through with me as I post an ad. So you can see I just have one swipe up ad running right now. I actually had it running for a long time before, but then I went on vacation, so I turned it off. I usually do that so that I'm not getting messages that I can't keep up with while I'm on vacation. But I turned it back on whenever we got back. So I'm gonna go and create a new one. So all your ads really depend on what you want to do. For me personally, I just want to create an engagement ad. Which means someone's going to see my ad, and if they're interested, they're going to have the option to send me a message, and then we can chat. So engagement, continue. Now I'm going to post an ad that I have already posted on my public page. And I think this is called a dark post because it already exists. And I really liked that post. And so I just decided to use it as what I'm going to post. So you have three little tiers here: new, engagement. This is the campaign. So what it's going to be, how I'm going to post it, how much money I'm going to spend on it per day. This second little tier is the ad set, which is the audience that you're going to send it to. And then this third little tier here is the engagement ad. So it's the actual creative, the actual post that I'm going to put on there. In this case, it's a short video. But we'll start with the first tier. So I'm just going to call it video ad campaign. You can really name it whatever you want to. It's not a big deal. So special ad categories, I don't ever put anything here. It's not necessary. Campaign details, it's engagement. You want to leave the auction always the same. I don't ever mess with that. So we're not going to do A/B testing. A/B testing is where you can test different versions, different images, different text, different audiences all at once. But as for now, I'm just going to do one. I don't need to test anything. So advantage campaign budget, that's where Facebook will send your ad to different platforms and different places in those platforms just to kind of see what performs better. I don't recommend using it. I did before, but I noticed I tried to do this post the other day, and because I had this selected, it was giving me a really hard time because each platform requires different ratio sizes on the video. So I'd rather just do manual placement and then put it in a specific place. In this case, it's a short video on Instagram. So I only want to post this ad on Instagram because, you know, that particular post is speaking in the language of Instagram, and it just makes more sense to do that. Down the road, I can create like another like live kind of video and then do that on Facebook. But in this case, I'm getting better results with Instagram, so we'll just stick with that. So I'm going to leave that toggled off, hit next. All right, so ad set. This is the audience. So I'm going to leave this blank until I kind of figure out what the audience is going to be. Over here is just information about, right now it's looking at 235 million people, upwards of 300 million. So once we start choosing the audience, it'll narrow down. So I kind of like to stick between 2 and 4 million. I think that's the good starting point. So conversion. So I'm wanting people to respond to me on messaging. I don't use a website, Facebook page. So this is an engagement ad. So I want people to come to me through Messenger. So the ad type is going to be click to message. I don't want it to go on my Facebook. So I'm going to toggle that off. I want it to go on my Instagram. Performance goal, maximum number of conversations. Some of this stuff is pretty new, so I'm not sure. That's optional. Budget and schedule. So I want to do $5.15 a day. The reason why I do the 15 cents is because Everybody and the mama is doing $5 a day on ads, so doing the $5 an extra 15 cents kind of puts you ahead of other people. This is a new feature. Get $200 after you spend $500. Interesting. I might have to look into that later. So I wanted to start immediately. I'm not going to set an end date. Facebook ads really doesn't like when you do that. They want it to be running indefinitely, but of course, you know, if the ad is not working the way that you want it to work, then you can end, you can turn it off. So I always leave that never ending, because you can always go in and change it manually. It's just better for, you know, staying on Facebook's good graces. So here is the audience. This is the fun part. So there's saved audiences in here, but I'm not going to use any of those. I just want to show you guys how to build your own audience. I do want to exclude certain people. Like I want to exclude people who already are affiliated with the company that I work with. And we'll see if that works. Exclude and magic. Wait, I have to do that in a different place. Excuse me. So we'll just go ahead and go to locations. I do want people in the United States. I want my age range to be about 24 to 44. I think that's a good range, 44. All right. I particularly want to only deal with women. That's no offense to men. I will definitely help men, but in my past experience with posting these ads, a lot of creepy people come into my inbox, and it's just not, it's not fun, you know, so I'd rather target women. So detailed targeting. So a demographic is, you know, what people are interested in, where they are in Facebook. So all these questions that Facebook asks you when you sign up an account, like, you know, what are your interests, the information in your bio. Facebook kind of keeps track of all of that for this reason. So the great thing about Facebook advertising is you get to control who sees your posts, which is amazing in network marketing, because you're not just like throwing your post out into the wind. You get to actually target people with specific interests who might be aligned with what you're trying to sell. And you can see over here already, since I narrowed down the age and the gender, I came from, you know, $250,000 people down to 54 million, 64 million. So we still have some narrowing down to do. So first things first, I do want to put in a finance box. And the reason for that is because in the past I have gotten a lot of people who didn't have any money. And, you know, with any business, you need to be open-minded and ready for investment. This business that I do is a one-time investment. Also, other options to invest in the training course, which is really powerful to help you succeed. So in this case, you know, before when I would do ads and I wouldn't include this box, people would come in. First thing they would ask is, do I have to invest? I don't know of any business, to be honest, that doesn't require some level of investment, but, you know, I'm not interested in working with people who think that you can build a business for free. It's just not the reality. I paid to invest in this business, so did the people before me, and so on and so forth. So I want to eliminate the people who are broke or don't have the funds, you know, and I hate to sound like that, but I mean, you just don't, there's a lot of people out here that are on a fixed income or, you know, not working by choice. So you just want to eliminate those people coming into your inbox just to save some time. So finance and business, I'm going to add 2 or 3 subcategories under this just to kind of narrow it down further. So things that people are interested in relating to finance, where, you know, if they're interested in this, then they have money in some of these accounts. So I'm going to start with PayPal as an interest. Venmo is a good one. All right. I'm going to do American Express, because if they're interested in credit card services, you know that they probably have decent credit. So we're going to do that as an interest. So finance, PayPal, Venmo. Apple Pay is a good one. I use a lot. Apple Pay as an interest. Okay. So usually I do 4 demographic boxes, 4 interest boxes, and 3 of those I'll do, you know, subcategories underneath those. And you can see over here, I went from 54 million people down to 18 to 21 million people. So I'm gonna define further because I'm done with that finance box. Another really important box that I like to use is the business box. Oh, omit box. So business and finance, so we're gonna add that in there as an interest. So in business, I subcategorize this as like leadership as an interest, investing maybe as an interest. Let's see, what's a good one to go under business? Leadership, business, small business. If people are interested in small businesses like I started my own small massage therapy business. So that was an interest in here, and it's probably why Marissa's ad came before me and how I got started in this business. So small business and finance. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's think of one more. So you can go over here to suggestions if you can't really think of something and just kind of go through and see if anything resonates. Let's do entrepreneurship. That's a good one because I'm an entrepreneur. Okay, so we still have about 17 to 20 million people. Still need to narrow it down quite a bit further. So we're going to define further. So my third box is usually going to be like mindset, because as a business owner, entrepreneur, you really have to hone in on your personal development. I have all of these books over here targeted around positive mindset, business mindset, money mindset, and all the things that really help you excel in the online space as a business owner. You have to be accountable 110 times more than you would be punching a time clock and working for a corporation somewhere. So when you are in charge of your own money that's coming in, you really have to be consistent with your personal development, because positive mindset is what creates success. Inspired action, guys. So I'm gonna do personal development. Let's see. We're gonna do motivation and see what that brings up. So that's gonna be an interest, and then we'll subcategorize a few. We'll look at suggestions first. Oh, I like self-confidence. Self-awareness is good. Health and wellness, that's a good one because my business is targeted around health and wellness products. That's the money maker in what we do. Let's see, so we've got motivation, health and wellness, self-awareness, self-confidence, personal development. Okay, so we'll kind of just leave that there. So the fourth box, we're going to define further again, and you can still see that we're sitting at 16 to 18 million. I really still need to bring that down quite a bit. So we're going to go, and so the fourth box is the niche box, the one that I really want to narrow down in. So with my personal brand, I'm trying to target around passion-based lifestyle in the online space. So like attraction marketing, travel, camping, different things like that. So let's try travel and tourism, see where that brings us. That's still quite a bit. I need to kind of niche down more. So hang on, I'm brain farting. Let's do outdoors. Let's see what that does. That might be more niche-y. Okay, so that brought me to 3.9 to 4.6 million. So that is a good one. I kind of Maybe I should try to narrow it down just a little further. Let's do camping. That brought me back up to 9 million. So we're going to take that off there. I don't know if I want to do that high of an audience, but it wouldn't really hurt. We can kind of test it to see where it goes. Usually I like to stick between 2 and 3 million, but this is really not super far off. So I think I'm happy with that. Just for the sake of this video, I'm just going to leave it like that. I'm going to go ahead and run it once I get the ad creative set up. And what you want to do when you post an ad is let it run for about a week and just watch your metrics and see how all of it's going. So usually takes about a week to really see how you're doing. So I'm happy with the audience. I'm going to edit the languages. I want people who speak English, right? All right, and you have the option to save the audience. So because usually all my boxes are the same except for the very last box, I'm just gonna save this audience and I'm gonna name it video audience camping, because that was my niche box. So I'm going to save that. And I'm going to do manual placements. Remember, I said if you do advanced placements, Facebook is going to try to put your stuff wherever. Because I have a video ad that I'm going to post, I only want it to go to Instagram because I know that that particular video posted fine whenever I posted it on my public page the other day. So I'm going to do manual placements. It will tell you using fewer than 6 placements may increase the cost per result. The cost per result is how much it costs, like, per message. However many messages that you get off of an ad brings your cost per result down. So say in a week, I spent $35 for that ad to run, but I only got like 1 message from it. That'll say how much it cost me. But if I got, 5 or 6 messages for the week, it would be like, $5 per day cost. So you really want to pay attention to that, but I'm going to ignore this because I really only want this to go to one place, just so that I can test later if it does better on Instagram or if it does on Facebook. So I want it to only go on Facebook or Instagram this time around. So right here you get to choose, which I love. So I definitely want it to go in my feeds, not Facebook, just Instagram, Instagram Explorer, stories and reels. If it's going to go anywhere, I only want it to go to Instagram stories. I don't want any in-stream ads for videos and reels. No messaging. Yeah. In article, leave all that blank. So I'm pretty happy with that placement. And even then, whenever you do that, it's still, it was 3.9 million to 4.5, and then it came down to 3.8. So even that can affect your audience. So I'm going to hit next, and that's going to bring us to the fun part. So, I'm going to go back here and change the name of this ad set to video ad. And I'm going to name it the camping. That's how I can tell the difference. That was the main niche that will make it different from all the others. Okay, so then I'm going to go back to make sure none of this changed. 515. All the things. Yes. All right, so we're going to go to the video. So video ad camping. All right. So ad setup. So I'm going to create an ad. I'll just show you on here. You can create an ad or use an existing post. I'm going to use an existing post. Okay. So you go to select post. It's only going to be the one I used on Instagram. Let's see. I've done several Instagram stories and things since then, so I have to locate it. Here it is. It's a short video that I did. So I'm going to continue. So over here, what's cool is it'll show you the placements, where it'll go, and it'll preview that over here. So a button is automatically added so that people can send me a message, which I do want. I'm not going to remove that button. So your messaging template. So anytime somebody sends you a message based off your ad, you have the option to use these templates. I like to edit mine because I want it to be very specific. So Facebook automatically sends someone, if they click on your ad but they don't respond to it, Facebook will send them a message, but I don't want it, I want it to say something particular. Send me a, so in my video, my call to action was DM me or comment inspire to learn more. So I'm going to use that same call to action. Send me inspire to learn more. So down here you can have like automated built-in questions. I don't need a bunch of them. I really just want like one or two. So I'm going to get rid of the third one. And on the first one, I'm going to just put inspire because that's my first call to action. Okay. And then if somebody just wants to ask a direct question, I'll add this in here. Instead of, can you tell me more about your ad? I'm just going to make it more unique to me and say, please tell me about your business. Okay. And I don't want to add like questions in there. So I feel like if I was to send a message to someone and I immediately got an answer back, I would know that it's automated, which a lot of people will put up in the top. I use an automation to let you know that I am here, but I will be back as soon as I can to answer any questions that you have. Some people go ahead and put that up there, which could be a good thing, but I just want people to do the call to action if they want to speak to me. I don't want to waste my time speaking to someone if they're not ready to talk. Some people will just click on the ad, but change their mind, not be interested, which is why I put that in there. I do the call to action again just to confirm that they're actually interested. And I'm not going to add an automated response here because I want to be able to reply as myself. Now, once I get busier or I get tons of messages in here, this ad is doing really well, I might automate the process a little bit just so that people know I'm still here. So I'm going to save this template, save and finish. This is what it will look like over here. So, hey, person, send me inspire to learn more. Inspire or please tell me about your business. Save and finish. So down here, you can do tracking. I don't put anything here because my pixel is already in. So it'll track. And it doesn't look like, I'm going to go back over to make sure I didn't forget anything. See, and yesterday, whenever I was trying to do advanced placements, it would not upload this video because Facebook requires a different video ratio than Instagram does, and it made me mad. So I got on a coaching call last night and I asked a question just to double check, and doing manual placement is better, and I'm only doing on Instagram because I know I've already posted that video on Instagram and the video ratio is not going to have any issues. So all there is left to do now is publish. So exciting. So this is the part where I say a quick prayer and I put the positive vibes out there for the video to be accepted. It has to go through a review process before Facebook will allow it to go through. So give me just 1 second while I do all the vibing to make sure it gets approved. I just visualize the message already getting approved. Have all the positivity about it. So multiple items published, 1 campaign, 1 ad set, and 1 ad were published. So you see up here, it says processing. So all I'm going to do, and it could take all day, it could take just a few minutes, but all I'm going to do is just wait for Facebook's to approve or deny. Hopefully everything will be okay. We shall see. Okay, so that is all she wrote. I just wanted to share my process on posting an ad. Maybe I'll do another video about posting a story ad. If that's something that you want to see, just drop it in the comments below. Let me know if you want to see me post different kinds of ads or show more tutorials on how to navigate the ads manager. This is the meat and potatoes of the business, and it's super fun. You get to be creative, and I absolutely love it. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Also subscribe, please. I would love to have you on my channel. Just come hang out with me, do the thing, learn all the things, be business owners, and grow in the online space, because we can and we are. Okay, hope everyone has a wonderful day, and I'll see y'all later.